What is up, guys? Drew Martin here in Las Vegas, Nevada with the best bets video for November 7th, Saturday's card. Got two of them here for you, both in the group of five conferences. So hopefully grab two winners here. Let's get right after it. Houston at Cincinnati, 3:30 Eastern kick on ESPN. That's 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific kick. We got 53 being the total with the Cincinnati Bearcats laying 12.5 at home. Looks like 73 degrees, sunny, light winds. Weather should not be an issue for Cincinnati versus Houston tomorrow. We got Houston defense letting up near 40 points a game, something where Houston has really struggled on the defensive side, as opposed Cincinnati just letting up 10 points per game against FBS opposition here. Cincinnati defense, one of the best in the country, really. Top 10 by my numbers. We got Desmond Ridder, the Cincinnati quarterback, 21 of 26 last week, 3 touchdowns, also 180 rush yards. Watch out for that. I think Houston defense might be susceptible for the dual threat quarterback here in Desmond Ridder, really coming on of late. Cincinnati 500 plus rush yards last 2 weeks. They're really putting together offensively. And when you're looking to lay numbers, that's something you really want to see, an offense coming kind of into rhythm right now. And we've always known the Bearcats defense is top notch. So overall, I like Cincinnati, plus the fact you're going to see it in this game. And the other best bet that I have, guys, this week, something new with 2020, with everything going on. You know, the NCAA made it where all the college football teams had to shut down on Tuesday to let everybody vote. And therefore, I think it's going to really hamper the away teams a lot more than the home teams, because percentage-wise, you lose an extra day with the travel as well. So that's something I'm really working into my numbers for this week, and it's something that I'm trying to stay away from, is betting on away teams this week. We'll see how it turns out when Saturday's over, but that's something I would watch out for and recommend for you. So I'm being on 2 home teams for this best bet video, and I'm really not looking to lay numbers when betting on road teams. So Cincinnati minus 12.5 being the home team in this matchup. I also think talent-wise, Cincinnati really dominates them here. So laid the 12.5 with the Cincinnati Bearcats for the first best bet on Saturday. I got 2 of them, one more here for you. But to recap the record for this year in the best bet videos, 8-6, nothing to really brag about, plus 1.4 units. If you're new to sports betting, watching on YouTube at Drew Martin Bets, Facebook, Drew Martin Bets, and Twitter, the best way to reach me at Drew Martin Bets. Plus 1.4 units means, you know, whatever your unit size is, if you're a $100 bettor, you're up $140 on the season, just betting straight down the line, 8-6. So nothing too bad, but nothing to brag about. Last week, just 1-1, minus 0.1 units. Won the UCF bet, lost the Arkansas State bet. So hopefully we can go 2-0, if not 1-1, and kind of stay afloat here. The next game up, heading to the Sun Belt. ULM, Louisiana Monroe versus Georgia State, 12 noon Eastern kick on ESPN3. So none of the major networks carrying this one, but they all pay the same. We got Georgia State minus 18.5 in Atlanta, the old Turner Field here, 58 being the total. This is a ULM team, talking about Louisiana Monroe, the Warhawks, 0-7 on the year, just 2-5 ATS. They're having a really tough season under Matt Viator. They have not scored more than 17 points all season, never rushing for more than 100 yards. So it's been a rough year for Louisiana Monroe. And they've played the likes of, Georgia Southern with COVID-19 issues, UTEP, Texas State. Their Texas State's only win here. Army losing 37-7. Some ugly numbers here, guys. 40-7 to Liberty. Now, Liberty's a solid team this year, losing to App State as well. Those are 2 tough programs, but South Alabama, 38-14. This Georgia State offense, I think, can really move the ball on ULM, both through the air and on the ground. Their quarterback, Cornelius Brown, 6'5", 200 pounds, from Birmingham, Alabama. If you haven't seen him play, he's really good under the radar. They run an up-tempo offense, looking to kind of push the ball down the field. So, and when you talk about covering numbers 18.5, I always like to have that in my back pocket in terms of the offense looking to run it up. They've shown it in the past, and they're coming off of a 52-0 loss. So it always kind of takes a little bit extra, the cojones to get in here with the team off of a 52-0 loss. It was against Coastal Carolina, though, and the Chanticleers, I believe is how you pronounce it. They've had a heck of a season. Talent-wise, they're very good, and it just started to kind of snowball against Georgia State. So I don't hold too much of that second half against them, and I'd actually look for him to rebound here coming back home in Atlanta. This is a team that beat East Carolina 49-29 by 20 points here against an AAC opponent. They played Coastal Carolina, Troy, Arkansas State, Louisiana Lafayette, and outside of the Coastal Carolina game, all competitive games here. So I think talent-wise, huge edge to Georgia State, laying the 18.5, and Tuesday shutdown hurting the road team. It's in effect in this game as well. I think that really works against ULM here. So Georgia State minus 18.5 and Cincinnati minus 12.5 are the two best bets for the video for Saturday, November 7th. We're 8-6 plus 1.4 units. Hopefully keep the positive trend here rolling. And shout out to Jay Cohn for joining in live, and King Sloth as well. Thoughts on Michigan, King Sloth? I like the Wolverines as well. But for the best bet video, guys, it's just the two here. Georgia State minus 18.5 and Cincinnati minus 12.5. So I'm Drew Martin at Drew Martin Bets, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Feel free to shout out at me. And if you're liking the video, please give the thumbs up. That does help out, guys. If you're watching on replay on YouTube, feel free to drop a comment as well. Love reading those. So, guys, best of luck for you from Las Vegas. I am Drew Martin, and have a fun, safe weekend. If you're tailing, let's cash these tickets. Georgia State and Cincinnati. All right, guys, best of luck.